All right, we've got the food, we've got the lips. Now who's ready for an art crawl? I sat down with Taylor Jackson. She is the first female and the youngest CEO ever of the Houston Arts Alliance. She's showing me how to find and appreciate the art all around us. All right, Taylor, let's start with where in the Houston area are we?
We are at Alief Community Center, and we're here to actually look at some pieces that are in the City Civic Art Collection today.
Oh, nice. Okay, I see one behind me. What is this one? It's gorgeous.
Yes, it's beautiful. So these are hanging sculptural pieces. The title of this piece is Folding Stories. It was done by the artist collective group, the Red Thread Collective.
Oh, nice. Okay, so what is this one about?
So this piece is actually really beautiful. It was inspired by the stories of women pioneers, community leaders eager for change, and immigrant families full of aspiration and resilience that have molded and shaped the Alief community. It was also inspired by this community's namesake and one of the first postmistresses of Texas, Alief McGee.
Oh, postmistresses?
That's right.
Okay, well, interesting. How do you see all of that in this? I mean, the average eye might say like, oh, this is nice, but how do you get all of that out of these pieces?
So what's really special about this piece is as they were working on this project, they asked community members, so they went to public schools, public libraries, civic events, to write letters of inspiration and hope to residents and visitors to the community. So you will see excerpts of those letters in some of the panels. And these panels were actually threaded together by refugee and immigrant women training to be sewers in the community.
Oh, wow.
So this piece, again, is really about inspiration, hope, and really thinking about the ethnic diversity of this community.
Yes, so you might have some people who are just like, art fart, like what does that have to do with me? What do you say to people who just don't see the value in being able to access pieces like this wherever they are?
Yeah, well, you know, something really special about civic art, just starting at the foundational level, right? Like civic art makes neighborhoods more welcoming, more walkable. It's a great way to get residents invested in civic projects going on in the community. It supports local artists and bolsters the creative economy. And then let's face it, great cities invest in public art in their public spaces. These spaces that people are engaging, interacting with every single day.
And Houston Arts Alliance has been around 20 years now.
This is our 20th year anniversary.
Congrats on that.
Thank you.
Being the youngest CEO and also the first female in this role, what fresh perspective do you hope to bring to this organization?
Yeah, so prior to doing this work at Houston Arts Alliance, I was actually heading up an after-school art studio for middle school students in Providence, Rhode Island. And I saw directly the impact that arts had on their lives, not just in school, but also the way that they thought about, you know, their career trajectory and what they wanted to do after they graduated. And so I think being in Houston now and seeing the ways in which, you know, the arts and creative community can really not just sustain itself when it has adequate resources and support, but really dream about the future, dream about the possibilities, and dream about, you know, a better Houston. That's the power of art, and I'm excited to bring that perspective to this work now.
And so how do we access all of this amazing art?
Well, that's wonderful that you asked. I'm excited to announce that earlier this year, we actually rolled out the City Civic Art Collection app. It is an online interactive tool where you can learn about the 873 pieces that make up the City Civic Art Collection. You can search them by location, or if you're interested in learning about particular artists, we have over 500 artist profiles also attached to that map.
That is a lot of pieces, and I also love how you are bringing fresh technology to this as well. Okay, let's see some more.
So this is actually one of my favorite pieces in the City Civic Art Collection. It is titled Alief Swarm, and it was done by artist Benny Flores Ansel. So when you're looking at it from afar, you see butterflies, right? These beautiful butterflies. But what's special about this piece is when you get up close, you see that it's actually butterflies made out of 1,000 laser cut images of sneakers.
Wow, oh my
and
gosh.
this is another piece where they were really intentional about about involving the community. So they put out a survey and asked people to give the sneakers or the shoes that they feel best represent them. And the top 5 shoes were chosen as a part of this piece. So if you look close, you'll see some Air Jordans, you'll see Vans, Converse, you see some heels up there, and then working boots.
Do you see this as something that can help people look up from their phones and be a part of the community, more involved, especially as we talk about so many people being lonely nowadays?
Absolutely. I think civic art is a great way to spark curiosity, right? Another piece that you'll see is the wind bloom piece outside, done by artist Fallon Mahalik. And that piece is right next to a butterfly garden and a playground. So it's really interesting to see the kids, yes, engaging with the playground, but also get curious about the butterflies. And then it leads them to this wind bloom piece, and they're curious about it, and they're exploring, right? You're not looking down at your phone, you're not looking what right in front of you, but you're able to look up and really, explore, and again, engage with that curiosity.
Stay looking good. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.